Ash Wednesday. I think you also know what other day it is. So somebody said I was the poet laureate for this club. So I'm reading one of my many love poems. And unfortunately, my husband couldn't make he's ill, but he does like this poem. It's called Punctuating Communication. Our argument was just a punctuation mark, he said. Well, it was full of exclamation points, at times like a tornado or hurricane. I think he meant a comma, like a spring downpour that suddenly pauses. Maybe it was even a semicolon, but it certainly wasn't, and it never will be, a period.
So we're going to have Lupe.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I got it. Good morning. You've all heard on the radio the Honda Motor Company does random acts of kindness. Well, locally we have a bank, First United Bank, that does united acts of kindness. Lupe Martinez is with us this morning. Lupe comes to Denton from California to find a more serene place to raise a family, and we visited, and she's here this morning, so please give a warm Kiwanis welcome to Lupe Martinez. That's you. And are you?
Andre.
Well, I know Andre, but I didn't know you were speaking.
Yes.
I'm enjoying it.
We're doing this and I'm doing it.
What's your last name?
Brown.
Brown. This is Andre Brown, and he is from Denton as well. And he came to Denton from where? From California. He came with Lupe from California, and he also is at First United Bank, and he didn't tell me he was speaking. So here's Andre Brown.
You guys share the cost of the move, or
Yes.
same U-Haul?
No, I've been here almost 20 years, and Andre has been here
Just 7.
just 7. So yes, it's been many years for me. But
So I've got this on the back right here. So
perfect, thank you. And by the way, Judge, I don't need to correct you, but my last name is Ramirez, not Martinez.
I beg your pardon.
Just in case there's a criminal out there by the name of Lupe and Martinez.
I beg your pardon.
I am not the Lupe you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm not
He's not here.
Exactly. Well, Andre and I are here to share with you. You mentioned today is Valentine's, Ash Wednesday, so what a wonderful week, right? We're also very excited with First United Bank. We started an initiative in 2021. It was our Dallas location that started this initiative, where they wanted to do something for their grand opening. Dallas was opening their first First United Bank branch, and they wanted to know, what can we do to make an impact and make sure that we are known in this new community that we're going to be opening branches in. And so they thought about United Acts of Kindness, and our CEO, Greg Massey, fell in love with it and said, why don't we just do it all through our footprint, Oklahoma and Texas. So then 2022 came and everyone participated, and now we're in our 4th year. And every year our goal keeps going up. We started like 100,000, and now we're at 350,000 as our goal for United Acts of Kindness. And we can't do it alone. We ask our community to be part of it. We have many partners that are joining us, Woman to Woman, Kiwanis and Sanger, the Lions Club and Crum. And by the way, I'm part of the Kiwanis and Sanger. That's one secret about me.
You know, you can be a member of 2. So
really?
Yes.
So we started about 3 years ago, so very new club. But yes, Andre, you want to share your experience with United Acts of Kindness?
Sure. So I'll just give you an example of what we did last year at my branch. I'm with the First United Bank over by the Razor Ranch area. She's at the local one right across the street there. Am I pointing the right way?
Yeah, I think we're somewhere over there.
So when we say United Acts of Kindness, if you never heard of it, it's not, it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. And what I mean by that is we don't expect people to walk around and, go out of their way, but you are going out of your way. And that's what I mean. It's a big deal, but not a big deal. What does it mean what do I mean by that is that a smile is a random act of kindness. I was talking to my team, and what we expect nowadays is normally, say we go to a restaurant, fast food restaurant, sit down restaurant, we expect service. We used to expect service with a smile. Now we just want service, just don't get mad at me, just get my food right. But what we're trying to do is take it back. And it's a random act of kindness to where it can be a handshake, it can be a smile, it can be, oh, I saw you drop that, instead of telling you about it, let me pick it up for you. It's those type of things to where people don't expect anymore. It's, we got to the type of society, part of it is, heavy population, and people are just so busy with the hustle and bustle that everything is done with a straight face and everything is just done matter of factually, whereas we're trying to get paid, not just for these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but going forward, let's make sure we try to at least be kind to people. And can I keep going?
You can keep
Okay.
going. Yeah.
So, give me the mic, get out the way. No, just a lot of things I do is I base it off of scripture. My vocation outside of work is I'm a pastor. And I was looking at your purposes, and I noticed one of them had, you guys use the term the golden rule. In scripture, the golden rule, book of Matthew, talks about, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And the United Acts of Kindness is one of those things where we're doing unto others where we would hope that it comes back to us. And if not even back to us, just spread it on to someone else. The golden rule is one of those things, that Jesus was talking about, because it's part of the way that we show his kindness to other people. And I won't preach to you, but just a quick scripture here, coming out of the book of John. Jesus gives this commandment. He says, a new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you're my disciples if you love one another. And that's just part of one of the things when it comes to United Acts of Kindness, it's showing love. It's not just acting out of kindness because you're forced to, but it's actually showing love. People will respect it. People are surprised by it. One of the things we did at my branch last year was very simple. I bought a bag of Hershey Kisses. And in our drive-through, when you come to the drive-through, the transactions are done through a plastic canister. So we would put in there with your receipt or whatever you were doing, your money, just a Hershey's Kiss. And we didn't say anything, we just put it out there. And you'd be surprised how many times the Hershey Kiss came back and someone would hit the button and they would go, somebody left their candy inside the canister. And we were saying, we're being kind to you, that's your candy, So people they just don't expect, that's the reason I told that story, people don't expect people to be kind anymore. And so when we do our acts of kindness, it's not because our bosses came in and said, hey, I want you to log these numbers so we can look good. We actually want to show kindness to people and show love to people. As we practice that, then we'll try to make it become more and more natural. I can't sit here and go, I'm perfect at it. If you come to my branch, you're going to see me smiling all the time, because sometimes I probably won't. But as we practice, that's what practice is for. Practice leads to perfection. And if we practice those random acts, they'll become more than random. They'll just become everyday acts. And hopefully it spreads and becomes infectious in a good way, that other people will emulate what we do there as well. And Lupe mentioned that astounding number of 100,000 acts. That's nationwide. That's from Texas and Oklahoma as well. What we're trying to do as a bank here is we actually have a website where we actually go on and log, and it's almost, I don't want to say forced, but we have to practice it. So we have actually a sheet and go, okay, normally I shake 0 hands every day. Today I shook 2, and we actually log it on there. I shook 2 hands because that's out of my comfort zone. And that's why I say it's a practice thing, to where if you practice it, it becomes more and more natural to you.
And I like how you said that it's out of your comfort zone. So one of the other initiatives that we did as a team, all the employees from both locations, Denton South and Denton Razor, we went to our daily bread, and we folded clothes, we greeted people, we cleaned tables, we prepared meals, we served meals. It was probably about 40 to 50 employees that participated. And we all went at different times, because if not, we left the branches alone, right? But we went at different times, and we actually did stuff that was out of our comfort zone. but it felt good because it was kindness. We were giving kindness and we were loving on others that we don't get to love on. We have our regular customers that come through the drive-through or through the teller line and we give them chocolate, but actually going to our daily bread and doing things that we normally don't do for others is one of the biggest things that we feel that it was the biggest impact when we think of United Acts of Kindness. So that's another thing that we're doing this year. Our daily bread is just a good place for a big crowd to come and volunteer and work together. So we're doing that again. On Friday is the actual day. So Friday, if you happen to go to our daily bread, you'll probably see many of our employees wearing their United Acts of Kindness shirt. And it's just something that we're proud of because we're all doing it. We're doing it in Plano, McKinney, Oklahoma, you name it. And so it's exciting to see that everyone on the same day we're performing acts of kindness. The other thing is, why are we here and why are we telling you this? Because we would love for you to also do the same thing on Friday. This is how we reach our goal, by inviting other people. The other thing we do is we do our proclamation. We did it here in Denton, and we also did it in Crum because that's part of our little group that we're part of. And it's nice. It's nice to know that we're doing something as big as a proclamation with our mayors. So thank you. Our mayor actually came to our lobby last year and he did it in front of our employees because it was our first time doing it through the city. And so it's a proud moment. It's a proud moment that we are a bank and we're spreading love and kindness.
Tag back in there. So just a little bit more on the side of acting for kindness. Our actions, a lot of people say actions speak louder than words. When it comes to United Acts of Kindness, your words will count as well, because you know there's an old saying that says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You know that words actually do hurt, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, words actually will help. They encourage, they help people through bad situations. People love to hear a kind word. So part of our acts of kindness, and hopefully yours too, will be encouraging words. They don't have to literally be, here's a Hershey's Kiss, those type of things, but just a hello when you don't normally say hello. Say hi to somebody that looks different from you, that acts different from you. Say hi to people from California instead of telling us to go back. I heard that when I got here. California. I'm sorry. I just want a better life.
You didn't hear that from Denton, though.
What was that?
Denton won't tell you that. Denton will welcome you.
You know what? I think you're probably right. I lived in Louisville first.
I was thinking, I'm not worried about Louisville.
Yeah,
Denton on the other hand.
Yeah, way on the side of the country, way up there.
Different part of Texas.
That part of Texas.
But yeah, your words do count, and they do definitely count as acts because you literally have to form sentences. I mean, sometimes it's uncomfortable to speak to people that you don't normally speak to. And those type of things will definitely encourage people there. And just moving back to, you guys mentioned the spiritual, and I was impressed. I was impressed that we had prayer here in the morning. The spiritual part of it as well. I mean, treating people the way that Christ treats people is our goal. I'm sure it's part of your goal. I don't know a lot about Kiwanis, and I'm going to have to learn more. But just by what your purposes were, I can see that you got to pull Christ into your everyday behavior and treating people with kindness and treating and saying nice things to people, not just because you feel like I'm trying to earn brownie points, but because it is the best thing to do for people. So I encourage you to make United Acts of Kindness part of your daily life after this week, not even attached to this logo, but just period in your life there. And it comes back, and you're not doing it to earn favor, but you're doing it because that's what Christ asked us to do. So that's about it.
Yeah, so we invite you to go to United Acts of Kindness. Did you find it under .com or .org?
I just looked up United Acts of Kindness.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Sometimes it works with .com, but if you go to any of our Facebook pages or our website, you will be able to find United Acts of Kindness. And you know what?
See what I can find here.
Yeah, because
Just
a
Google it.
lot of people tell us, I find it under .com, I find it under .net.
Andre, can you mention some other things on your list that you check off?
Yeah, you know what?
I have it
We
right here.
work early and our branches aren't even open yet, so stuff that we left there, we couldn't grab.
Yeah, we wanted to
should've
bring
put
you
it
a
in our cars
list.
last night. But yes, there were simple things.
Here's a list. You want to see it?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have readers on, so let me make it huge as I can there. But,
Is it that one?
you know, the obvious one
dot.
is
I
give
can
someone
tell
a
dot
thoughtful
net.
gift, which is
Oh,
not
okay,
100%
net.
necessary.
America.
Hold
United
the door
Access Card is not
open
net.
for someone.
Thank you.
If you have 2 or 3 people coming in at one time, and you know how it is at Walmart. You come in and 17 people are right there, and you might get caught holding the door while other people are like coming in. But be that person to hold the door open for someone. Write someone a thank you note. How many times have you written a thank you note? Probably like 0. But when someone receives a thank you note, how does that make them feel? How does it make you feel?
That's there.
And this is another one that I really like, and it's probably taking us out of our comfort zone, but calling someone
The
instead
actual
of
logo is on
texting
the
someone.
corner.
So kind of consider that, calling a friend
it's
and
not
saying,
that
hey,
one.
I appreciate you, instead of just sending a
It
text.
is that one, but that's.
But then also next on the list would be sending a text. Send a text and say, hey, I appreciate you in my life. Buying someone a cup of coffee if you can afford it. And all you people that drive, all you grown-ups, especially here in Texas, what if you let someone cut in front of you in traffic? I know we don't like that. As soon as I move here, I'll figure that out. Yeah, but what if you allowed someone, especially over at Razor Ranch, right? If you ever drove over at Razor Ranch, they're gonna cut in front of you anyway, so you're gonna have a choice there at Razor Ranch. But paying someone a genuine compliment, you know, more than just, hey, you was nice today, but I heard you and I like what you said, or something like that. So a genuine compliment. And on this list, there are probably about 50 items, 50 things, but donations. You got a closet full of stuff, take some to the donations. You're donating clothes and things like that. So I don't know if you guys have an email, but we would definitely email you this list. And so there are very simple things that we can do that are on that list there.
And you can also come to unitedaccesscomics.org. So that's we found it, because there's 2. One to go shopping for these beautiful shirts and other stuff, but .org is the one where you can actually sign up, and you basically can do it as an individual, as like for example the students from the high schools. You can go in here and sign up as Geyer High, Denton High, and among you and your friends, or if you're part of a committee or a group of leadership, you guys can actually pull the list. If you don't mind going up, it says resources, partners, and then scroll down. Keep going down. So right here where it says printable flyers, download.
Download right here.
Uh-huh. So this is our flyer, but there should also be the list. If you go back, I'm so sorry.
How to do this sideways with a little lost here.
I know, right?
Still no training.
Maybe under best practices, because, but the list is there, and yeah, the list is not coming up.
There's a QR code for.
Yeah, that's for the tracking.
Andre, have you ever thought about substituting dollar bills instead of chocolates and see how that works?
You know, I tried
Used to
that
get
and people
involved?
got too excited, so I had to stop. Then I
There we
started
go.
going broke as well. So I was like,
Working as a team here. We're getting it done.
This kept coming back.
Okay, so it's ways to get involved. So click on the ways to get involved.
Yeah, they don't push it back.
I have a question. On the goals, is that for the Texas, Oklahoma area?
Yeah, so the 350 is for all of us. So if you go in there and pledge it, it just counts as one
yeah.
big bubble.
So
It doesn't
employees
separate.
And everybody else.
Yeah, it doesn't separate Oklahoma or Texas. It's just all united.
Is that an
in one.
annual number?
That's a 1-day number.
Oh, 1 day number.
Right.
Yes, for Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so people go in there and pledge. And so far people, which is like, I promised to do this on Friday. One of the things that helped us a lot is that in Plano ISD, the entire school district is participating, as well as the hospital in Plano. So along with those two partners, there's about 150,000 acts of kindness that they will be conducting. So for example, we at our locations, we're gonna ask each employee to take this list, highlight 10 acts of kindness. So at least the minimum, we're asking our employees to do 10 acts of kindness from this list. Today we'll be passing them out, putting them on their desk, and to promote it and encourage them to not forget to do it, we're telling them, if you turn it into Lupe, I'm gonna do a drawing at the end of the day and give, the winner a gift card of $25 from Amazon. Just as an encouragement so they don't forget to give it to me, because I want them to know that it's serious and it's something that they, like you said, it's thinking of how I should be acting on a daily basis, not just today. So hopefully this helps them understand the beauty there is in spreading kindness to others. So this is the minimum that we'll do. Each employee. We have few employees that are not going to be able to leave the branch, but they'll be passing out chocolates. Other employees are going to open the door for our customers and offer coffee. So just doing something that we normally don't do. That's out of our comfort zone. Yes.
But you just do this on Friday.
Well, like he said, we want to do it all the time, but this Friday is our day. It's like just like Martin Luther
It's the
Day.
kickoff day.
Yeah,
Start
just
off
like
the A-Day,
President's-
yeah.
it's like the day to basically promote it and spread it.
But then on the 17th, don't go, ooh, I'm done.
Yes, we're hoping that by you remembering this day every year, that you realize that every day should be United Acts of Kindness Day.
I like how almost right in the middle of this list is put your phone away when
I saw that.
It's like right in the middle.
It should be bolded.
That's a way of showing kindness to others, definitely. Thank you for the.
Are there any other questions? We have something kind to give you.
Mayor.
Oh,
Mayor.
You only talked about the resources you have in your lobby for people to come in, when they come to the branch. That'd be good. That's something to see.
So we promote 4 pillars. If you come to our lobby, you'll see it. One of them is faith, personal growth, financial well-being, and health and wellness. And this wall basically promotes what we're hoping our communities and our employees practice on a daily basis: being healthy, having faith, growing personally. We all have challenges. And we actually have lots of resources. We have a wall full of books. We try to rotate them at least once a quarter. One of the things that we do is we have a donation box, and the resources are free, but if it's in your heart to give a donation, then all the money that we collect in that little box, we actually give it to a nonprofit. So we don't keep any of the dollars. If you feel like you want a book to grow in your health and wellness or your faith, you're welcome to take the book. Like I said, we change them, we rotate them. So it's kind of cool that if you can come to our branch every quarter, you get to see the different books that we put out. And they're very, very good books. Super good.
Are you also a bank?
Yes,
And we're also a
I just wanted to make sure.
And when you walk into our lobbies as well, our mission is, we put God first, then our families, then work. And let me tell you, when I first started working here, I said, this is all a lie. I've been working for them for 3 years. Before that, I was with North Star for 15 years. And when I started working with First United Bank, I couldn't believe everything that I was hearing and seeing. I went to my first meeting with corporate, and the first thing that our market president said is, okay, today is Wednesday, and I know that we're going to be here till 6. If any of you need to go to church, you can walk out. No, we're not going to ask you, why are you leaving? Why do you have to leave early? You walk out of this place quietly, and you go take care of your faith. If your son or daughter has a baseball game, because it was during baseball season, you walk out of this place. Work is last. And I said, wow, it gave me goosebumps. I'm like, my goodness, we're here in a corporate meeting, and our president is telling us that if we need to go to church or go take care of our children by attending their baseball game, we can walk out of this meeting. We don't have to stay.
Very nice. Where is First United headquarters?
Durant, Oklahoma.
We have coffee mugs for you. We give these to all our speakers. We ask you to get up and be here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and that might be a little different than your normal routine. But on one side, it has our emblem, Denton Breakfast Kiwanis, and on the back side, it has a list of our sponsored youth clubs. 3 of which are here this morning. We're very, very proud of that. And we're so proud about it, we printed on our coffee mug, and we want you to take that with you,
Thank
so
you.
you'll think of us when you have coffee in the morning. So, First United Bank, random acts of kindness. Thank you.